3 caves in Sankana, Bulingi, and Dahele in the Upper West region served as refuge for indigents fleeing from the torment, torture, and capture of slave raiders during the 18th century. Notorious of the slave raiders were Samurai and Baabatu, who pitched camp in between Samatugu and Sankana, where the present Sankana Dam is now located. As part of the Ghana Man series, we took a trip to 2 of the biggest caves at Sankana in the Nodolo-Keleo district that served as a refuge for the people who made them to win against the fearful slave raiders. We met a retired educationist and paramount chief of the Sankana traditional area, now Pagarani Asakwe Mona III. He first briefed us on the story behind the caves before leading us to the smaller of the 2 caves in his area.
Here, Sankana was located to be a place where, when the people come, those who are aged have to be placed somewhere, and aged and the disabled, and then women, children. So we had some caves say that when they come, all such persons were put in there for safety, and the abled ones were fighting the slave raiders.
We were told that this is the very place that the people of Sankana use as a hideout to be able to fight slave raiders like Samurai and Baabatu. Yeah. So let me try and enter and see what is it. See, okay, it's very dark, very spacious at the other end, but I'm trying to see what is really in there. At the moment, there's nothing there. Oh, but I can see very far away. Yeah, a lot of birds flying in there.
The cave has an elastic capacity and could accommodate over 1,000 people. Though from our looks, it can accommodate a little over 100 people.
And the funny thing we know about the caves was that as you will see it, you would think it's a small hole, but as they get in, the hole expands to contain the number of people. Even if you are around 1,000, it was believed that you could all enter, because as they get in, then the cave start to expand and give space, a lot of space for others to also join in.
After using the caves as their hideout, they managed to defeat the slave raiders and their surrogates by poisoning their food and using less sophisticated weapons.
They ate the food, and most of them were unconscious. And then the people who spied them, in the night, they put fire on. No, in those days they were using this grass to roof where they settled. So they put fire on the place, and the place started burning. And then the spies ran back to join us, and then tell our people that the people are unconscious. They have eaten poison, so you can attack now. And then we attack. And you know, the bows and arrows too, even though they were not sophisticated, even if it tickled on your skin, it was poisonous. You are going to die. So they then started driving them, and they know that most of their people they were already dying of the food poisoning, so they chased them and they ran away. And that was the end of the war.
Renowned tour guide Aziz Belpo, throwing further light on the Sankana Caves, revealed that embedded in the story of the ancient iconic caves is one of resistance and resilience.
The slaves we know were not captured from the coastal areas. They were taken from other places around here, marched all the way to slave markets around Salaga. Selections were done there, and then they were taken to the coastal areas where they exited the country. Now we want to tell the story of how and where they were captured, how our people fought against it, how our people resisted them. Sankana has that story all in one to tell.
We took a tour of the second rock, which is about the height of a 7-story building. It was difficult climbing, but with tenacity, perseverance, and resilience, we managed to pull through under the scorching sun, though there were times that I nearly gave up. Beneath these rocks is the biggest cave in the enclave. We attempted another entry into the cave, but we were told it is now an abode for some dangerous reptiles and snakes. There are lots of tourist sites like these caves in the region whose potential is yet to be tapped and which is a worry to many in the region.
Over 90% of the tourist attractions are untapped, are unidentified, undeveloped, and they are unknown. So this is why we appreciate your efforts for consistently doing this for the Upper West region. We really appreciate it, and we hope that more can be done. And we also encourage sensitization for the indigenes. You know, this is a community-based ecotourism site, meaning that it is owned and managed by the indigenes of the community. They need to protect what they have, keep it clean, and then that can encourage other people to come on board.
Now, Paronika Sakwe Mona III calls for support to develop these tourist sites, which will improve the local economy and generate revenue for the assemblies.
The people of Sankana are requesting for assistance so that we develop our caves to be accepted by the tourist board, so that people will come here and we can get something out of it.
Reporting for Joy News, Rafiq Salam, Sankana.